Hello and welcome to Roll to One, your stop for all things TTRPGs. I'm Joey, and I hope you're having a good day today. I am, kind of. It's hopefully going to get better. I'm here with Andy, Taylor, Jaden, Laura, and George. We're going to play some Dungeons & Dragons. It's going to be great. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't. It's free and helps us out a lot. We're on YouTube Music, so if you prefer to listen to us, listen. It's going to be great. We have merch on our website at roll21.com. You okay, Jaden?
I hit like and subscribe and it didn't pop up on the screen.
Oh, no.
So.
Can I do it? Let's see.
Oh.
Oh, no.
What have you done?
Did it
Nothing's
pop up there?
happened. Hold on. Wait, we're going to find out.
Should we put a technical difficulties
Did it go up there?
page up?
No, we're exploring.
Yes. A little
Yeah.
Production, man. It's expensive and complicated and
feels
always
like-
wrong.
No,
Always wrong.
I
it
didn't
not
see
working?
it.
It's okay, so that's a problem.
It's okay.
Let's go. then.
You can just
We're
tell
having
them.
No,
fun.
hit it. I mean, you hit a transition and it worked, so I guess it's okay.
You can
Yeah,
just
we're
tell them.
doing great. I did already.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Without any further
I mean,
ado,
people on-
which we have found out is the table's preferred starting Wordle word.
Is it?
We're going to get, I think so. We're going to get right into tonight's episode of Larusian Legends. Last time, the party split immediately after the alarm went off in the bottom floor of the Min Museum. Quee and Aurelie followed Nash, the yellow. It's coming. I love it. I love all of us.
I do it all the time.
It's so funny. It's so great. Followed Nash out of the secret exit in the basement.
You mean Nash the Yellow.
Nash the Yellow Dragonborn. Thank you, Andy. While Thalen, Abba, and Connie stayed behind and confronted the guards who were trying to stop you. You scared them badly enough that you were able to kind of have free reign. Maybe a little violently, but who knows? You know, that's neither here nor there. You got what you needed, and you left. You
Certainly one way of putting it.
Yep, that's how I'm going to say what happened. Watch it if you want to know more. You then traveled with Nash safely and kind of boringly through the Coldwater Timberland all the way to what he called. What is happening?
I don't know what he said.
Said,
All the way
Something bad.
You got it.
to
I didn't say
his home, what you guys found out was the Alpine Horde of the Alps. No, is that what I don't remember.
It's common.
What did you just say?
Yeah, I don't
Alpine
remember.
Horde's Peak.
That is what I meant to say. That, the Alpine Horde's Peak. You got there, the Dragonborn city of Kavga. And that is where we return to as Nash the Dragonborn just kind of looks at you guys. I believe it's near nightfall. And you guys are at the base of this giant mountain. If you remember, there are these like slum areas down at the base of this mountain that lots of people are living. There is a small, not super important and busy, bustling dock kind of off to your left as you walk along this beach. But Nash is like, so it's a little bit of a climb, but if you follow me, I can take you to an inn nearby where I live.
It's like 3 times the size of Manhattan on a mountain.
Yeah.
But it's a
On
city.
the mountain.
Yeah, it's giant.
That's wild.
Yeah. As you guys, as I'm assuming you do, follow Nash, you notice that there are lots of different kind of, what's the word I want to use?
Hughes.
No, but yes, but no. I'm going to get there. But the word in this sense that I'm looking for is like occupations, types of people that are walking around. You notice a lot, but like there are some that stick out to you a little bit. There are groups that you see traveling faster up and down that have like wood and trees and vegetables and things that are more
Plant-like?
plant-like, but also yeah, but and not native to the top of this mountain where everyone lives. You notice, as I talked about last time, there are dragons circling the above you, but they aren't as massive as some of the dragons you have seen or fought against. They are smaller, and when you look closer, Actually, everybody who wants to, actually, yeah, let's also have you roll perception checks for me
All right.
because we roll in this
Ew.
game.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Good job,
Perception?
Joey.
Jesus.
Natural 20.
Jane
Me
roll-
too.
Nice.
It's better than mine.
What was your total
12.
though?
A 13.
Uh-oh.
Perception.
6.
I had a-
26.
Ooh, we're tied.
11.
I
Ooh.
lied. Mine's 11 too.
Well,
Give
with
myself +2.
our, what'd you roll, Indy? 11? 11,
too.
11, 6, 26.
Garbage.
The 26
wild.
is you both notice. I would say Thalen. You probably noticed this in more of a like
I can see it.
You guys are looking up.
I'm
combative sense.
6'5". Like, what do you mean?
Well, also like I think when Thalen notices this, and please tell me if I'm wrong, but I imagine Thalen sees it in like a Thalen is seeing all of the angles from a if things were to go wrong, what do I need to protect myself from, protect my wife from, all these things. And Kui, you notice that this leather that's strapped around this dragon, you both pick out there's a rider on the back of this dragon. And you kind of catch the saddle and its kind of inner workings, and that kind of is what points that out to you, Thalen. You notice.
Does it have 4 legs?
Yeah.
There's a dragon. It's not a wyvern. It's a dragon.
Yeah,
He
sweet.
said dragon.
You did.
Let me tell you if it has 4
Wyverns
legs.
have 2 legs.
Wyverns
well,
have 2 legs?
Wyverns.
Well, if you count the
Wyvern.
wings
So
They have their hand.
Like-
they
yeah,
have, like-
their
Are they like
their
T-Rex? Like a
arms are the
T-Rex?
wings.
Yeah.
Oh.
In a wyvern's
Yeah.
case,
They have like
Birds'
the
wings
Yes, it
Elder
has 4
Scrolls
legs.
dragon is
Yes,
a
it
wyvern.
has 4 legs.
Okay.
I'm
4
with you
legs.
now.
Yeah.
But you
lizard
don't know what it
birds.
is.
Wings are on the
Yeah.
back.
No, that's good
instead
to
of the
know.
arms.
That means that they're
right.
sentient. They're talkable.
Well, you don't know
You
what
could
it is.
speak with them.
He said.
Oh, they could be
Not
drakes.
LaRousse.
They could be Dragonelle.
Dragonelles and drakes are different.
Anyway, you continue to walk up. You see. I felt like I just heard an alarm.
I didn't notice that. I just specifically noticed that the world is scary.
You notice those
That's funny.
rangers that seem to be heading up and down the
Yeah.
mountain. A lot of them run with like little dragons around their neck, or like running at their side like dogs, and more like they have companions with these little dragons that are going with them. You also notice, mainly Thalen and Kui, but you all notice that there are 2 different kinds of guard presences. You see one of these. You see a good group of kind of both sections, but what's the percentages? Probably, I would say 6 out of every 10 guards you see have
60%.
heavy armor on. Yeah, that's
Sorry.
right.
Carry on. Keep going. Keep going.
Have heavy, bulky armor that is silver or gold or
silver and gold.
silver and no, silver or gold or strong metal, dark, more stereotypical army
Sure.
soldiers.
Cool.
And then you see other guards that are more in leathers and kind of are in the shadows more and are kind of looking more kind of in depth at people. And you see those 2 different groups. You also notice as you climb this mountain and get closer and closer to the top of this mountain, the standard of living gets better and better and better and better as you get higher up in the mountain. There's a good chunk past the first area where there is no housing. So it's like the people that live in those slums at the bottom are removed from the populated portion of this.
Is it like a walled city, or is it like a?
It's not a walled city. It's just
What's the I guess like I'm having trouble picturing the architecture.
What's the
So-
DMZ look like?
the what?
the demilitarized zone?
In
No, so
between-
it's a pretty steep climb. It kind of twists back and forth on this path up.
Oh, okay.
And so it's like they're more protected because people just couldn't go up at
So
them.
there's just this like section in the middle of just like stairs.
The
Yeah.
city would that be very defensible.
Yes.
Because of that.
Very defensible. And you notice that
On the ground.
Right.
from the ground, it's very true. But there's a good section without any houses. And then you get up to a little bit, you notice that the carvings out of the mountain become more man-made. As the mountain kind of blends into the mountains around it, and these areas get larger, and there are more room for these houses. And you notice these houses are built of stone, some wood, kind of as foundational corner pieces, and then the roofs you see are wood, but also scales. Scales of different colors, kind of across the prismatic spectrum. Red, blue, yeah, you know what I mean. You keep climbing, and you get to probably 3/4 of the way up the mountain. It's a pretty heavy climb before Nash kind of turns into this little neighborhood on your.
Wow, that's some beastly transformation.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, it's terrifying.
Turns into a whole neighborhood.
Yeah,
Wow. You're
he
right.
stops and he just morphs. No,
Here's my house. I am the house.
I can picture it. The movie. He's like, "What do you mean? I am the neighborhood."
he turns to his left
I didn't say I live in the Bronx.
and
I am the Bronx.
and he leads you to an inn, right? Kind of on the corner. He's like, this is a very respected place. They don't charge too much. They'll keep you
Yeah.
safe for the night. I'm going to go home. I'll meet you at the steps of the lair in the morning. When you keep walking up to the front, you'll notice that there's this giant cathedral and this castle, and there are a couple big buildings to the side, but the main big one and the steps, they're probably a line. That's where I'll meet you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. I'll see you in the morning. And you see he kind of runs as he kind of gets away from you. He starts to run off in his direction.
I
towards
wish you
home.
would have stayed with us.
Why?
I don't know. I had more to talk to him about.
You both talked the entire journey. What more did you have to say?
You know, there's a lot more questions I had. Like, why aren't there so many dragons? Why? Why?
I don't know.
There's dragons riding dragons.
It is
There's
kinda
dragons
Well, I think
riding
that's
dragons?
there's a different word for that.
Bling, you enter
I was
the homely scale.
Homely scale.
Holy scale.
They is what the name of this tavern is. It's very standard.
My homely scale's a few off, so that I feel better.
feel good about yourself in the morning.
Yeah.
Just kind of standard entrance. Not a place that sells food. You notice just kind of a lounge area, lobby, with a path back and then stairs to the left that go up. And there's a dragonborn behind the counter. He has dark blue scales and kind of curly horns. He's like, "Welcome. How can I help you?"
Yes, we're here to get some rooms for the night.
Oh, you just need to stay for the night. Well, welcome to the homely scale. How many rooms are we thinking?
That's a wonderful name.
No, I'm how many? Yeah, that's nice to meet you.
How many? Sorry.
He's been practicing his
Rick.
voices. He's a little hoarse.
I'm Rick. You can call me Rick.
You should hear his horse impression too.
Rick?
Rick.
Rick?
Rick.
Richard.
Nope.
Richard.
How
Sorry,
many
Dick.
rooms do you have? Shut everybody up.
I have
Yeah, right.
as many as you need.
Nice.
Check your microphone, George.
Yeah.
I think we.
Oh shoot.
Oh, I think you got it.
Oh,
Perfect.
There we go.
Cool.
Just smack it.
How many rooms do you need?
2 or 3.
I have 3. If you would like 3.
How much are they?
Made him think for that one.
I'm suddenly not sure.
Total 15 silver.
It's a reasonable
Okay.
price. It's a week's wages.
How
You
many
have all of
rooms?
our money.
Nuh-uh.
He's like, why is everyone
Just-
looking at me?
You just stare at Queen. He's like,
That's not true. I thought we gave it back because I have gold written down. Yeah, I have
You just
gold.
have
I have
some.
roll.
You
I
just don't have any.
None.
yeah.
Well, I have 18.
I
if
guess
that
I'm
makes a
paying.
difference.
15 silver?
Here, have 17.
Oh, well, thank you.
I need change. Thank you.
There's 2
She's
silver back.
like, yes.
No, I mean like
Oh,
I gave you.
My bad.
Did
How
you
many
pay
gold
for it
was
all?
that?
I think
15
he paid it
total
all.
silver.
I think he paid for
Oh,
it.
for all 3?
Yeah.
I thought it was per room.
No.
You can keep the 2.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Take it back.
My bad.
Okay. Confusion.
If you don't mind me asking, what are you in town for?
What is there to do here? We're tourists.
Well, there's lots of things. You could tour the 5 Talons. You could go to any of the wonderful places of entertainment in, the neighborhood that I can't remember the name of. What a great dungeon master I am.
No,
Then
it's
we'll
Your
tour
whole
the 5
life.
towns
Are there
and go to
races?
I don't
any of
often
the
leave.
wonderful places in
You could go to Persinia, the neighborhood with all of the entertainment.
Do they have races there?
Persinia.
I don't know. You'd have to go find out.
what time is it?
What kind of races? It's by
Now?
this time the sun is like about to set.
Okay.
How's the nightlife?
Oh, not too bad. It kind of depends on the time of the year.
Okay.
What
about
about this
now?
time?
Right at this time.
Yes.
Oh, it's
so
actually
he's married
it's
then.
more dull at this time of the year. The schools are not in session right now, as students are either out trying to achieve their goals or waiting for the new. So not a ton, but you could find something.
All right. Well, my feet hurt. I'm gonna go
Yes,
sit.
it's a rough climb.
Yes.
So they
Here are
take
your
their-
keys.
They take their school kids and just send them out on adventures. Is this Japan?
I think it's similar. But isn't that what what's his name was doing? The Nash.
Nash?
was
Yeah.
on some sort of
Yeah,
like,
wasn't
he was
Yes.
on his
Yes.
perfectives,
Did
right?
you ask
Yeah.
in character that or out of character?
No, Nash was on his
Out of character.
perfectives.
Out of character. Did he say? I
Yeah.
think yeah.
Yeah, he
Nash
said-
told you he was
Yeah.
on his perfect.
Or at the very
Right.
least, he
That's so
heavily
funny.
implied.
Yes.
And he had done his perfectus.
Yeah, he has just achieved.
We just
his
helped
thing.
him finish his
Apparently,
perfectus.
we did.
Yeah.
The way it appears.
So we're aware of that.
He's Nash Ketchum.
All right. So
Some might say.
I'm not sure. Do we want to have recreational fun, or do we want to? Because to me, we've been on a super long trek, and in character,
Yeah.
it makes sense for us to just rest.
Might as well, yeah.
That's fine.
I'm fine with sleeping.
Won't take any time.
Well, thank you so much for the. We'll go straight to our rooms.
All right. Here you
We'll
go.
just blink and then it'll be over.
I'm
Yeah.
staying with Michael Jujulicani.
What?
Yeah.
I get a room to myself.
Oh,
Yay!
wow.
Really do.
So you head off to your rooms. Does anybody have anything they want to? I mean, you just talked about resting, and so we will just rest if that's what you so desire to. But does anybody pursue anything during the night before the morning? It's okay if not.
I mean, I'll probably pray, but that's not like super huge.
It's not like a big deal. It's just who I am as a person.
I just probably like devote my whole life to like a singular deity in a
Well, it's
pantheonic world. But it's other than that, like it's
Not
probably
that exciting.
chill.
Yeah.
Are you doing anything with Hydulicani in there?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yes.
Because I'm coming
Yes,
and
you would.
knocking.
Oh, you're coming to.
You know what I'm gonna ask.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
Hey!
Go away!
Wee!
Go away!
No, but listen.
Are you saying go away in Dwarven?
Go away.
I know what that means, and no.
A little more Scottish on there.
Go away.
Go away. Okay. Go away.
away.
No, I don't want to do this.
Why?
There's not enough time.
We have the whole
You'd only
night.
get an hour. If you wanted a long rest, you'd only get an hour.
It's only an hour for a long rest?
No, if you wanted to learn Dwarvish,
Oh, I know.
You get an
you'd
hour.
only have
for
an
it.
hour.
I'm
And then you have
trying.
to get along.
I'm working on it. Believe me.
Oh, I spent an hour with the Dorish Horn of Battle. What did I learn from that?
Cool. I'll tell you where in a second.
I have a magic item.
Do I?
I don't know. Did you find anything in the place? I also have a
diadem.
silver chalice mask and a sword, but evidently those do nothing.
I think I remember that being not a thing.
Oh,
The diadem.
I was trying to figure.
Oh
I
yeah.
think that was
Yeah,
true
our
for most
magic
things in
items
there,
that
right?
we stole from the building.
Yeah, I wrote down the silver hood of the traveling hands, and I got so confused. for a
Silver
minute.
hood?
The silver hood of the
silver
traveling
hood of the
pans.
traveling hands, and I was like,
You're like, what
do
is
I have that?
No, it's the sisterhood of traveling pants.
That's right.
Not
oh, sorry,
in this
sorry.
version, apparently.
I don't think that was the like flute thingy, and I didn't
Oh,
take
yes.
it. I don't know why I wrote it.
I think I agree. Yeah.
I'll just cross that off. Don't worry, guys.
You're like,
Yeah.
I don't
Silver
have
hood of the
that.
I don't
traveling
actually
hands.
have that.
What?
Silver hood.
I
That's
remember
wild.
that in the description.
Well, it's a loot of the traveling sands.
Oh.
I mean, that's pretty
Yeah.
close to.
Certainly, definitely not it.
Oh, there you go.
Listen.
So I guess
Right.
I'm going to tell you here in 2
I'm just
seconds.
I'm just chilling before bed, and
You
I
said
think
no.
I spend
No.
time with the Horn of Battle, and I dedicate it to my goddess that I worship.
You attune to it, and I will
Yes.
tell you that. What level are you right now?
7. We're 7.
Great. As a bonus action,
Oh,
you blow
yes.
the horns.
All right.
Up to 10 creatures within 30 feet get advantage on attack rolls and saving throws until the start of your next turn.
Is the 10 creatures of my choice?
Yeah.
No, just random 10 creatures out and about.
They get advantage on their next attack roll. Is that what you said?
On attack rolls and saving throws until the start of your next
Range
turn.
is infinite.
10
you don't know
creatures
which 10 creatures they
Of my
are.
choice.
Within 30 feet.
Okay. Yep. 30 feet.
30.
Advantage on attack and saves until the start of your next turn.
Must be on the same plane of existence.
Like all of us.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense for me to have it, but also it doesn't.
Oh.
Because I can just do that as a bonus action.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
That's
I don't
true.
need to, like,
It fits thematically, but not mechanically.
yeah, like, for me as a person, I'm like, my bonus action is way better spent being, like, attack, right? Versus blowing a horn. So
Well,
if
you
you
could,
want,
you could play that,
Can I-
role play that.
can have the
hit
horn.
one
Watch
to
him
someone else.
do this, right? And I just take it out of his hands,
Oh, there you go.
and I look at it, and I look at him, and I go,
all right, go on and blow, Gabriel.
I
Right
don't
now?
say anything. No.
Oh,
At this
don't do
point-
it now.
I just put it in my bag.
Nice.
Do you
is my
attune to it?
musical.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I sat there looking at
Great,
what
yeah,
he was
yeah,
looking
yeah.
at, and then I put it in my bag.
Cool. So,
Both attuned to it. It's marriage.
does anybody?
That's what marriage is.
We are one soul.
We are one.
Yes.
Yeah, you guys only get 3 attunements left between the two of you.
I attack again as my action. I bonus action. She attacks, and then she attacks twice in her turn.
So it's kind of like that,
This is
yeah.
amazing.
It's literally not a big deal.
I'm all right with that.
Action surge. We do it again.
I'm sorry. Just gonna sit and stare at the hammer.
What?
Sit and stare at the hammer.
Sit and stay at the hammer.
That's what it looks like to Queen.
Oh,
And that's what I'm just watching you watch this thing.
wild.
What are you trying to do, Connie?
I don't know if Connie's trying to do anything.
Just
As you stare at the hammer, there's this feeling. Something wants to happen. This pinging in the back of your mind. This familiarity with the relationship you've had with this hammer. It's like something's not clicking. It doesn't necessarily feel like it's wrong for not clicking. But something's not clicking with this hammer in your brain. Something has changed it.
maybe it's intelligence.
Something has changed within me.
Oh my god. You're on a different one today.
It's all musical theater references.
I know.
You're talking to the right person.
I mean, I'm not mad about it.
You know what song that
Joey.
is? Say I'll try.
November 22nd.
Oh, Gravity.
Oh my gosh, yes.
It's like
okay.
something has changed. Whatever she says.
No,
never
you
seen
wouldn't
that.
know.
I would not
never
know.
seen it.
You wouldn't know.
I'm so excited for the movie. Genuinely. It's going to be great. Comes out the same day as Gladiator 2. I'm seeing both on the same day.
If you're
Double feature.
If you're green, what race are you?
Oh my gosh. He's
I
talking
don't
about
know.
Wicked.
The Wicked
Well,
Witch.
she's technically a human, or she's technically a munchkin,
Right.
right?
So she's a munchkin.
What?
Right? Is she a munchkin?
I didn't know.
Right? But
Was there like 2 more people
Yeah, I
in
think
that
she's-
row?
Do you know the Munchkin Man? The Munchkin Man? The Munchkin
Her
Man.
dad just drank the serum, and then that's the only reason she's green.
But she's a
Really?
munchkin.
Yeah.
But like
But she's big.
No,
about
she's a
Wicked.
woman of Oz.
I don't know
know
what
if that
we're talking
changed
about.
anything.
I don't necessarily know if
It's
she's.
Wicked,
I
sorry.
think she's
Like the British
the
way?
princess.
No, that's wicked.
What?
I don't know.
That's okay.
I just know she was a
Anyways.
princess. It's like my favorite video. On the
She's an
internet.
elphaba.
You know that name comes from the initials of the author?
Really?
LFB. Yeah, anyway. You guys wake up. Yay!
I thought my joke was good.
He
What
didn't
a-
talk to the hammer
Oh, yeah.
anymore?
Hey, nothing happened.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Something wanted to happen.
I practiced dough in my room for a little bit.
Oh, wow.
Imaginary in my head because I realized I don't have a set. So
You're pretty smart.
You're alone.
I just realized that now as I said it. I'm like, oh, wait.
I like to imagine that she was pumped to be in her room alone, and then she's like, "There is no one to do anything with."
Yeah, exactly what happened.
It's like, I'm going to have so much fun.
100%. Like the saddest single child.
The sun rises. And you all wake up.
That's good.
Congratulations. You've survived another day.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna make all my players roll their lifespan privately, and they
Roll
will
their
they will just die one day.
You did not wake up today.
And your long rest concludes. You died in your sleep. What?
You're like
Oh
a
my god.
D100 or something.
Oh my gosh.
If I roll 100, you all die.
Oof.
75.
We did it.
That was close.
What do you mean it was close?
33.
Why are you still rolling?
This is fun.
Stop.
100. No, I'm just kidding.
And that concludes Lures.
The proverbial
Long.
Joining.
rooster cock-a-doodle-doos you awake. What do y'all do?
No, it's a
I'm
dragonette.
sorry, what-
it's a
what is
dragonette
the-
that's like.
yeah.
Dragon Eye? That's the sound it makes. It just...
Oh, that's,
Do they do that often?
I would assume.
Every morning.
Every morning.
It's the loudest sound you've ever heard. There are 3,000 of them across the city, and they all make that sound when the sun rises.
We're all like, oh my god.
And nobody sleeps in ever.
You'd probably get used to it. It's like living next to a train.
Next to
true,
a train.
that's true,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, living next to an
God.
Yeah,
airport.
but you guys up and go,
Oh yeah. We're all freaking out.
I didn't sleep at all.
It's the war cry.
What could it mean?
I mean,
No, we're good. We get up, and I'm gonna go meet Nash. I don't know if what else anybody wants to
guess.
do, but like it's the
at
moment.
the steps of the lair.
Yep.
on the steps of the layer.
On the
musical
steps of
stack.
the lair. Sorry.
That was not words.
He sang.
Yeah, but like
I didn't.
Joey sing talks all the time.
I'm also very ill, so it
Right.
didn't sound like anything.
Just I'm on the steps of the lair. I'm like, what is that?
That wasn't necessarily wrong. It's Into the Woods.
Oh,
On the
yeah.
steps of the palace. Anyway,
Yeah.
If you would have said it like that, it'd have been like,
I know. Anyway, Nash is waiting. There is a line. It's very like, oh my gosh, we're gonna rope rush at Disney World. There's still an hour and a half wait for Everest or whatever park you're at, right?
Yeah.
should have got the fast pass.
So you get there, and Nash is like, guys, we're in a great spot in line. We're gonna get in before lunch.
Oh.
So
This is,
I'll tell you.
Oh.
What?
is this like a diner?
No. No, we're in line to meet with the tribunal.
Oh.
Yeah, we need to speak with the important people of town.
Oh.
Well,
Yeah.
every person that comes back that has believed they've completed their perfectus, I talked to you about that, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Has to present their findings to the scaled tribunal. If they succeed, they will be granted full citizenship of the city.
Are you only a half citizen right now?
I'm like on a visa.
The children
Were you
have to
born
prove
here?
their citizenship.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, right.
Tragic.
But we are here for
But I mean, no,
the
that's
first
like
time.
it is.
Ah,
But
sucks for you.
basically, what like
That's a tribal society. It makes
all
sense.
of the
Manhood.
perfectuses are granted based on the potential of the student, right? Like I grew up training and studying. And as you guys kind of walk up and you see these giant, like there's a big cathedral on one side and a library and these like stereotypical, like think university main buildings on a campus. Like there are 5 of these surrounding this castle in the middle of the city. And there he's like, yeah, when you grow up, you spend your whole time kind of training and studying or learning magic or learning how to fight or learning how to do these things. And however you do, they send you out to do whatever. Some people,
Do they tell you to do whatever? Or do you get to choose whatever?
it's a little bit of both. They look at what you've studied. They look at like your transcripts and what you've learned and what you are pursuing, and they give you an appropriate challenge to earn. And if you succeed it, you join the city. If you don't, and he kind of gestures down the mountain.
What happens?
That's depressing.
It's like an entire communist society, but everyone's going to the Olympics.
Wow.
That's
Dang.
kind of the thinking, I guess.
I mean, and then once you're up here, it's just you work, right? Like, I wanna be an archivist. I want to work in the library.
Oh.
And so if I succeed my perfectus, then I can go live with my parents, and then I can get a job, and I can then be my own person.
What happens to the reward?
Oh, it's for the city.
So you just give it to them?
Yeah.
So, Nash, riddle me this. How did you end up with that Italian, or not Italian, but you know what I mean. The scary guy.
No.
How did I end up with this scary guy?
The Hobgoblin.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's kind of thinking. You hear
Bugbear.
coming from the cathedral. Now you're still not anywhere close to the front of the line.
Oh.
But you notice that as
there
kind
by
of the
lunch.
line is moving, every so often you hear this fanfare. And it kind of turns your attention, and you see a young Dragonborn is thrilled as they leave, as they have completed their perfectus. And they go, and they're celebratory, and then and that happens like once every 10 minutes. And then other Dragonborn you see kind of leave a little dejected or like with a newfound passion. Like maybe they didn't know in the direction they were going after searching, and now they have new life in their search. Or some people are like, oh, I really thought that was it.
So they can try again?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was like a one and done.
Do you
are
ask,
like
do you ask Nash that?
doomed.
As
Yeah,
one of
sure.
them leaves, Nash is like, oh, yeah, the invitation's never closed. If I were to not complete my perfectus for another 50 years, but I completed it and came back, I would be welcomed. I'd be celebrated.
But you can't be here until you complete it.
You're not allowed in the city proper until you complete your perfectus. After you,
Like we were
of
allowed in
age.
with Nash, but like he's not allowed to like find residence. He's not allowed to like.
and, residents of the city, of course. Visitors have a different story.
And you say one needs to have a job to be their own person?
No, I want to work for the Vanreal Library. And to do that, I have to have completed my perfectus, and I have to have done this, and then I can do that. That's what I want to do.
So do some people complete their perfectus and then they just don't work?
It sounds like a communist society, so that's why I think we're asking.
Not necessarily. Some people raise families.
Oh, that's fair.
What's a job?
Yeah. My mom completed her perfectus and then met my dad, and she decided to raise all of my siblings and me.
How many do you have?
6.
Oh.
7 children. That's a lot.
It's a lot of dragons. All right. What was the? I guess are we waiting in line? What's the?
Yeah. Look, we're almost there. And as you continue to climb, and you hear more fanfares and see more people, kind of sad. You get to the front of the line, and there are some of those armored Dragonborn with halberds crossing the gates. And Nash goes up to the guy at the front and kind of is talking under his breath. He gestures at you, and he's like, And he's like, all right. He comes back. Okay, so here's what's gonna happen.
I know Draconic. Ba 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 ba.
I've learned it.
I got you.
So here's what's gonna happen.
It's good wisdom.
I am going to go through my ceremony first. After I get my result, whatever it may be, then you have the floor to present to the tribunal and ask them questions or find out what did you have again?
Something to present to them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can present
Yes.
whatever you have to them and find out whatever you may need to find out.
And then we get citizenship.
No.
And then we can work.
No, if you want
Yes.
citizenship,
And then we
you
can
have
be
to
our own
you have to tell them that you want a perfectus, and then they'll guarantee you a perfectus, and then you complete it, and then you come back and you prove it, and then you get citizenship.
Right, but it's a Dragonborn society, so I don't think that you're gonna fit
I
in.
mean, they might give you one, but like it wouldn't.
Oh.
It would. It
Live
would.
among the dragons.
I mean, as an anthropologist, isn't that the goal?
Well, yeah, exactly. Woo.
Okay, are you ready?
Are you?
Yes.
Are you?
I mean, I think so.
I put on my
You
Go
got this,
Nash
bud.
foam finger.
Yeah, right. You got this.
Go Nash, go, go Nash, go.
Go Nash the Yellow.
Go Nash the
Yellow.
So
Take your dragon's
I got-
eye and
I'm gonna say something after he leaves.
See it.
Okay, so he walks
See
in,
ya.
and you
doesn't
guys
got
are
this, guys.
invited to follow him.
oh.
Oh.
I
Well, he
say
said
that
you
then.
guys would go in. He'd go in with him.
Right, he'd do his thing.
Oh, I thought
do
you
his
were
thing
going
and
in
then he
first.
would-
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
that's what I thought.
I thought we were waiting out here.
Whatever.
That's what I thought. He'd come back and get us. So
That's why I have my foam finger on.
But Nash leads in, and you guys can follow at whatever pace you would like.
Sounds good.
I guess I'll like turn to Thalen and just say like, I'll say,
So they, what does the tribunal want with the scroll? We have to give it to them.
What?
So
That's my understanding.
my notes say. Oh, this is good. This is a good line of thinking. It's helpful. The thinking obviously was to. The Aurora Reader lies below the Min Dynasty, which we found the Aurora Reader, and then atop the Alpine Horde's peak, the path will be illuminated. The top is
Where we are.
this
Where we
building.
are.
So I'm assuming that they're going to know. They're going to give us access to the atop the Horde's peak. I was going to ask for access, and if they said no, then I was going to throw hands.
Oh. Okay.
I'm assuming you guys are talking in hushed tones right now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I guess that is reasonable.
I was gonna throw hands.
Or just like say really mean things.
Say, hey, you're doing.
okay, that's it. That's all. I wanted to say.
Drag.
Tell him to shut his toothy maw while I speak.
So, you guys follow Nash in.
Yes.
The tone
Why do you have a high persuasion value?
He's very persuasive,
shifts
all right?
as it is very dark in this room,
Oh.
and then you emerge. Kind of, you see Nash standing in the center of a giant hall, circular, with raised kind of columns in front, and then a top, kind of seated like in press boxes, looking down on him as 12 individuals.
Are they all like dark? Can we not see them?
Have you ever seen like the sci-fi movie where you have like the guy looking at all the screens? You know what I'm talking
It's
about?
kind of like that.
Yeah, and he's
but
like-
instead
he's
of
like
screens,
the-
they're all dragonborn, and you can see all their faces.
Oh, okay.
The one in the center stands and steps forward.
He's the leader.
Is it a
Step forward, Miarnash.
Yarnash.
Is it Yarnash?
Miarnash.
I thought I heard an M.
Yarnash.
And you see Nash kind of is like shaking nervously. Steps forward. Show us what you bring that might qualify the completion of your perfectus. He kind of holds up the dragon's eye amulet that he has.
They stare. They look at each other.
They look at each other. Thank you. I was getting there.
I got you. I'm just the listening audience.
Yes,
is confused.
yes. He kind of peers down at Nash.
Me, I'm the listening
And
audience.
then looks at the other dragonborns and takes a step back, and they all kind of confer. in a circle, and you hear.
They're speaking Dragonborn again.
It's Blue Clues.
And then you hear, "Release the eye," and you see he lets go, and it floats in the air,
And my eye comes out.
and it floats up to where they are,
This is what I'm talking about.
and they look at it.
They're just gonna take it.
Go, Nash, go.
What if we go into that?
And they spread out.
We can't.
And then it's the silver
need to
dragonborn that
go
is
up.
once speaking. Step forward and says, "Very well. We congratulate you, and you are now officially Letum Miarnash of the third house of Undra." And you hear, and Nash is like, "Yes! I did it!" And everybody's clapping and they're happy, and kind of the decorum fades, and they become, and they're clapping for him, and you see the smattering of Dragonborn, and he's like, "Yes, yes!" And he's kind of pumping, and he's like, "All right, it's your guys' turn. Go, go, go."
That was good.
In the middle of this, I'm looking around the room for any way up to where they are.
Make a perception check.
Dang. That's just Thalen.
It's a 1.
It's a 1. You don't see anyone.
Crap.
Oh.
All right, I guess I'm probably decent at persuasion. I'm not the best, but should I
Are
lead
you
it?
not?
Or, I mean, I have a +9 to persuasion.
Yeah, that's the best.
Yeah,
I only have an
I'm
8.
like-
All right,
Mine's a 7.
then
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
off to see this wizard.
Only a 7.
And there's yet another musical theater reference. So
Almost the same one.
Yep. Not even close. I step forward and to the middle. Nope. Wicked and the Wizard of Oz are. It's not like the
In the
MCU.
same world.
It's not like the MCU though.
not like the
they're not. They're
It
not.
is the
connected.
second act of Wicked.
I understand, but it's not like the MCU. It's not.
Just move on.
It's not canon.
Just go.
It's like Star Wars and Legends. It's more like that.
All right, hit it.
Hit it.
So I walk up in the center. I'm under the light. I look at all the men in
Yes.
their like boxes. I'm imagining like wood, like little like podiums, like a preacher, but they're all standing at each one. I'm like looking at them. And I say, my party and I, we are the. We
Silver lining.
are the silver lining. Yes, we're the silver lining, and we come asking but a simple question. May we go to the top of the Alpine Horde's peak, so that our path may be illuminated?
That's an interesting question. I'm not tempted to deny. Who are you?
We
I
said
just said who I was, sir.
Who are you?
I'm Thalen Wolf Brooks, the House of Bentham.
All right, Mr. Brooks. And what brings you to the Alpine Horde's peak?
Don't say.
To ask but a simple question, sir. If you're asking for motivations, why does anyone do anything?
Well, I'm inclined to grant you access to it's a ceremonial place. So if you have reasons to be in a ceremonial place, I shall grant them to you.
It's a religion.
Well, we.
What did you
What?
say?
What's their journey called?
It's the
Oh.
You could say it's your
It is a similar to.
I forget what
It
it's
is
called.
similar to a pilgrimage or to a perfectus. It is our attempt to uncover the secret. Should we learn what we need to learn, you will be made aware.
And we can join our own society.
What?
All I know is that the toddler just spoke,
It was like,
and then we can what, Taylor?
I said we can join our own society.
We can be our own people.
Tradition.
we can join our own society.
What was that?
you
Coming
see
out of the drow.
Blackjack.
another dragonborn. This one having black scales steps forward and says, "Will you state your question again, please?"
In the same way, or with the
In the same way, there was certain wordage that you used that intrigued me.
Oh dear! Don't say it the exact same way.
I will, being Thalen, say, we wish to bring ourselves atop the Alpine Horde's peak, so that our path may be illuminated.
You see they look back and forth at each other.
Sorry.
And
He's broken.
We've stumped him.
Oh, no, the camera's frozen, guys.
They think for a moment. They're talking amongst themselves and they're thinking. He says,
Up, 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 up.
I love it. I love it.
We did it.
What you do.
Oh man.
Hope you're proud of yourself.
I am.
It's canon.
It's become that way.
The Black Dragonborn speaks again, kind of taking the main stage. You speak of your path being illuminated. One of my ancestors helped illuminate a path as well, and I am only curious as to if this is the same path, as we may have allied interests.
Oh, how much do I trust him?
Can you?
Roll
You can make
inside.
any insight checks
Yeah.
if
Yeah,
you'd
I
like.
feel like I gotta
Yeah.
know. I want to know
I
if
want
he's.
to, too.
I want to know if he has like my precious eyes about this.
Yeah,
eye.
go ahead, roll
You
it. That's a
know?
great.
mine's
that's a
a
great.
zero.
I don't want to
Never
look at
mind.
his surface thoughts yet, or else we'll be like,
No, you can look at his
Mixed outta
surface eyes
here.
as long as you don't press.
no. But I mean, even if I look, they still know.
Oh yeah.
Just always been weird to me, but here we are.
I know.
No, it's only if you
No,
press.
it's only if you press through that they know.
Yeah.
Oh well, then let.
What's the range?
Oh.
30?
Frick. Hold on.
All right, not bad, not bad. It's gonna be a 17.
17? Hold on, I'll tell you in 1 second. Is anybody else rolling insight?
30
No, I have a
feet.
zero.
I don't think you're within 30.
I
sadly.
doubt it. They're really high up.
With
in
a
there.
17, you don't get the My Precious Eyes. You kind of
only
get
have
more
one.
of a,
It's double.
is this like happening? Like something they didn't think would happen. And it's more centered on that person.
Yeah.
The rest of them kind of are looking like,
Like what?
not uninvolved or unknowing.
Oh.
It's just kind of like, this obviously means something, but I don't know if we have the same context
Oh.
as he does.
So I guess my response is then. It's okay. There's a moment of revelation for Thalen, and he kind of clasps a necklace that he wears, and he just says,
He's pulling you.
"I'm holding my religion in my hand."
That's what I do too.
And I look at and I say, "Do you worship the Forge Master?" Wish to see his. We call it different things in our side of the world, but
I do. My family has. He turns and says, Prime Ursit, if you would allow me to guide them, or at least speak with them first, you can even be present if you would like, but they have my blessing to go on. And the Silver
Who's this,
Dragonborn.
Nash?
No, this
No,
is the
that was
Black
the Black
oh, the
Dragonborn.
Black Dragonborn. Wow.
Black Elder.
I like it.
The Silver Dragonborn says,
Dang.
I'm just thinking like silver.
very well. Silver Linings. Wonderful name, if I might add. You may meet in the back room. Bring me Arnash if you would like.
Bye, Nash.
I think we're.
You do not need to.
This is the
You
Nash.
see Nash is like, I don't need to go.
It's just like, that's okay, guys.
I toss the foam finger at him.
You got this, buddy.
Number one.
And he runs out. He's like, yay!
Good for Nash.
And
I'd keep that.
you will
Yeah, it's
speak
great.
more. Guards, let them know we're on a 15-minute recess.
Oh, guards. Oh.
And he bangs the gavel.
Yeah, I also go, God! Before I address
Guards.
15 minutes.
Guards, he said.
15-minute recess, please.
Oh, God. See, I just need a breather, God. Can I just have a breather?
15 minutes,
15
please.
minutes.
That's fine.
And you guys are kind of led down to
Down to the river to pray.
Sorry, I'm
Is there a
looking for
river?
something.
Take me
Is there a
down
band by it?
tonight.
We're going to the band down the river.
To this main
Yes.
central room, kind of behind where you just spoke, through doors that you didn't see.
She didn't see.
Standing kind of in front of you
I certainly didn't
is
see.
this towering silver dragonborn with pointed horns. He wears like blue, silvery, shiny armor, platinum almost, and stands tall with a like mace kind of at his side, not in a threatening way. It's more of like a boss kind of guy. And then in
I hope someone describes me like that one day.
boss kind of guy.
Boss kind of guy.
He's just kind of like a boss kind of guy.
Yeah. And then the
awesome.
black dragonborn stands a little shorter, kind of just scrunched a little bit, in comparison. Like if you took the main guy, just kind of went. Weep.
Proportionate. Just
Yeah, it wears robes that are
Flattering.
no comfortable and flowy, with regular clothing that you've seen, cloths and leathers underneath. My name
Yes.
is Cran.
Is that
Like
spelled Crayon?
crayon?
No, that's not my name.
Or like cranberries.
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
My name is Zosh.
Oh,
He's not Cran.
he said,
Cran.
you guys lost the right to call me Cran.
Regenerate. My name is Zosh.
like crayon?
Hey, we can make fun of that
no,
too.
Zosh. That's what happened. Exactly what happened. I went, nope.
Sorry, Exxon. I kept it.
I know. I didn't.
You wuss.
I ain't afraid. Oh no, let me rephrase that. I was afraid.
Be afraid.
Be very afraid. Do you have the Aurora reader? Here, let me kind of set. So, I am of the first house of Denal. My great. Love it. My great 8, 9, 10, 11 great grandfather was Vanriel Denal, chosen champion of the Forge, creator of the Dragonfell crown.
Wow.
Cool.
So your family lost it.
It's a little accusatory, but that's okay. Man, I might be true.
Yeah.
And you would be the one to restore it to its rightful place in the mountain? Should you find it?
We, to be truthful, we didn't think anybody would ever look for it. We didn't think it would become a problem. And then I have been told through the Prime Ursit and through other means of information into the city that people are looking for it. And we as a family kind of really tried to figure out if we were going to go searching. And we decided that if those people who fed us rumors said that we came to us looking for this top of the Alpine Horde's peak that we wrote about with the Incutia so long ago, that we wouldn't allow them in and we would stop them. But none of the rumors say anything about people like you. At least not all of you.
What do you mean?
Not all
I
of
guess you.
them. No, not me.
No, the rumor
I'm just a white guy. Like, what do you mean?
I have heard that. Here, we'll walk and talk. I'll walk you to the ceremonial site.
How high is your passive insight, Thalen?
16.
You're definitely noticing Connie like glance at you and right back, being like, "Is it go time?"
Oh, it's interesting.
It's the entire time.
No, I like it.
Holding the hammer.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I guess for Thalen, he's sort of like he puts his hand down. He's like, nah, not quite. Because I'm not even sure if what's weird is that I think this is exactly where this thing needs to be brought to if we find it. I mean, like, first of all, it's like the dragon crown, right? So it's like dragon society, revere the dragon. You know, as long as we don't discover any like secret plot to use the thing, I feel comfortable leaving it here if we find it.
I'm not.
You're not?
No, these people just take stuff.
Well, no, that wasn't in character.
Yeah, but then we, but
That wasn't in character.
But we just okay. Well,
Stop
hey,
the voice.
sure. You know, here's the thing. Let's pretend that that guy's speaking, and I see Connie go to kill him, and I'm like, hold on, and I speak to the guy, and I say, tell me why I should leave the crown here if I was to find it. Convince me.
That's a great question. I think that if you destroy it, you reverse all of the work our family did, and you set the evil dragons that we locked away in sacrifice of our ancestor, a good dragon. You release all of the bad dragons and the good dragons. You throw war on Apor again. If you leave it here with us, I mean, for one, you guys got into the city. Not going to be easy to come get. Second, there's no other family ever that has created something like this. We know how to protect it. And if it's here or hidden in a location we, even with your help, decide those scrolls that people are using to search for it are for naught.
But you lost it before.
That's what I was thinking.
We didn't lose it.
What?
Then how come? Oh, don't say that.
Is this like one of those like? I guess I'll basically just say, well then, was it?
If we don't know where it is, then
was it placed in like some location that we have to try to find? Is this some sort of temple that was supposed to be like the impenetrable fortress that would be
Yes,
able to
if
guard
you-
the thing forever, but we're finding it? Is that the context?
yes, there were enemies of my grandfather who aided him in creating it, but wanted its control, and so they built in this backdoor way of finding it.
So I guess wouldn't it just make more sense then to, and I pull out the Aurora Reader. Wouldn't it just make more sense to destroy this and destroy the scrolls? Then it's lost forever.
The scrolls, maybe. I don't think you can destroy that.
Well, I didn't think we could destroy the crown until you offered it as a potential thing we shouldn't do.
The crown was built, frankly, with help to be destroyed. My grandfather knew that, or
It
hoped,
had a shelf life, is what you're saying.
and yes, and hoped that one day the dragons wouldn't be evil and that they could live among us, and that there would be a time when we could free it and celebrate as dragon blood together in safety. And I just don't think that that's now.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
and should you find it,
Oh, the crown.
you have done this work that was laid out that my grandfather didn't know but wrote about. He believed something was happening behind his back. You have figured out your way here. Our rumors have said that a group led by one of our own, a white-scaled dragonborn, is searching for it. And, not to come at you at all, a man that looked like you, followed by people that looked like you,
Yes.
were coming after it.
It wasn't me.
What's crazy is that only the elves would live long enough to keep it safe for that long.
Yeah.
But if the Fistfall and all the Dark Elves did have a want to destroy the crown or use the crown, I mean, can you imagine an army of dragons at your control, all because you wear a circlet? It's a crown, goes on your head.
I figured.
I mean, that's... And then an elf would be able to control for generations and generations and generations, and a guy like me would be... I mean, heck, I'm in war a long time and coming up on my middle ages. I don't intend to live past 65 with all the things that I've done.
That's just a drop in a bucket.
Right. So, but a society built and bent on proving themselves to return and be the best warrior or the best person or the best librarian
It's archivist.
would be able to keep it safe, at least in my understanding. The elves are at war. They've been fighting amongst themselves. The North is at war with itself. Bentham, don't even get me started in the West. And it
What
seems
about
that
the desert?
burying it in the desert isn't a bad idea, but isn't that the same thing?
No. There is also war.
Oh, thank you.
Then
Thanks.
Never mind.
I don't see any other alternatives other than the bottom of the sea or right here.
How do we know you'd keep it safe?
Like all the other things that you take.
We don't take what
The dragon's eye. What will be done with it?
it's a relic. It was created here and forged here and was stolen from us.
Well,
We've
Sure.
retrieved it.
isn't the crown also?
I understand. There are museums around this world that would have your things in them, but they're still being revered. I'm just not sure what the purpose is.
On a poor, those with dragon blood, after the War of the Worms, were hunted. And so we live here. Any evidence of our existence is a threat. And so we send
They are hidden. Yeah.
people out to take things back that were taken from us so that our existence is unknown to the wider population. Even so, if the crown is with us, does it even exist?
I mean, it's the only.
It does to you.
Yeah, no, I know. It's the only thing that I could think of that would be right is to leave it here. But I'll leave it up to you, Kui. You've said in the time that I've known you, when I met you, you said, "Trust me, it's all in good time." And I'm not sure what that meant, but now I will ask you now. Do you think that this is the right time?
If not now, then when?
The times here, definitely things have been changing in Apor. A lot of things have gone awry. Now is the time. Okay.
Chills everywhere. This silly little bird just gave me chills everywhere.
And then
So,
he just goes, okay.
The black dragonborn Zosh nods and opens a large door behind him and gestures out, and you see the top of this plateau that is almost hidden within taller parts of the mountain around it. And he says, in not too much more time, you will find out. And he kind of grins why it is the Aurora Reader. Follow the path. If you have it, what you do with it is up to you.
I pulled it out. He's seen it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean the crown.
Oh.
When you get the crown, if you decide to bring it back, it will be safe. I'm not going to stop you on your journey. That's not what we do. Journeys are integral to a person. A life is a journey. Finish yours. And as he gestures for you to go out into this courtyard, we'll pick up there next time.
Yes.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. We will be here next time. We have merch. Check it out. Like and subscribe. Check out our website, roll21.com. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time on Roll to One. Peace.
You.